When Tribit released their original Stormbox Blast, I had really good things to say about that speaker, so I wanted to know when I picked up the Tribit Stormbox Blast 2 here, how it would do. This is Tribit's Bazooka speaker. This is the biggest speaker that I am currently aware of in their lineup, and I know a lot of you are very excited about it because frankly, they've been doing a lot of very impressive speakers, like the Tribit Micro 2 that kind of punches way above its weight to some of their other speakers. I've been impressed. Today's video is brought to you by FlexiSpot, which is the chair I'm actually sitting in right now. If you've ever wondered how I do those really cool speaker side-by-side sound comparisons, well, I tediously edit all of those by hand. I spend probably about 3 hours per video doing it, and it takes forever. So when FlexiSpot came along and offered me to try out one of their chairs, I was delighted. Now, there's nothing wrong with my IKEA chair, but it has no arm support, and it doesn't lock in the back position when I just want to recline and see what great work I've done. The C7 has a locking back for reclining, and I'm able to put my arm on the armrest rather than the little thing I had to put on my desk. Also, look at this absurd adjustability of the armrest here. You can pretty much put it wherever you want. My honest first impression of sitting in the seat is it's kind of like sitting in a glove. The lumbar support is nice, and the headrest is totally movable. Also, if you are tired enough, you can pull out the footrest and just relax. I love to sit Indian style in my chairs, and there's plenty of butt room to sit Indian style here. I think if you're having decisionitis about getting like the best chair, this is definitely one that could go to the top of your list purely because of how adjustable it is. So thanks FlexiSpot for saving my wrist and my back so I can make more videos for my viewers. I gotta say, just first impressions is it's exactly what I expect of them. It is a 200 watt speaker versus the previous Tribit one's 90 watts. In a way, I guess you're getting like twice the amount of power. This thing has 5 drivers inside of it. It stacks up pretty comparably to all of the other major speakers out there. It's got 30 hours of battery. It's IP67, so you can take this sucker out into the rain. The app has a ton of functionality in it, which actually I was very impressed with their app. Not only can you custom calibrate all the colors on the speaker, you can also adjust it according to rhythm and bass, which is just totally unnecessary, but a lot of fun if you want a party speaker. But also it has the very famous X-Bass mode, which essentially is just supposed to juice up the sound and give you a little bit more bass. This has been a trend speaker-wide that I see a lot of speakers coming out and they all have like a boost mode to them, which I still don't get it. Like, why not just make the speaker boosted the whole time? Maybe it's so they can have better battery life. Maybe it's a selling point. Now, it has a ton of different EQ modes, so we'll go through each one just so you can take a little sample of what that sounds like.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind to Q. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew.
So Dad's here, and I'm gonna play this X3D mode just to give you his initial impression. So I'll do it with X-Bass mode. This is the mode that's supposed to give it a lot of bass, which is just pretty much the normal. Just normal bass. You know, that's fine. Yeah, it's pretty deep. You can turn that off too. So that's X-Bass off. But now here's the spatial mode. This is X3D. So here we go. Feels more like spatial. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I noticed some difference, but it's hard to tell which one is which.
I always put them on the spot. Sound the same to you?
Yeah, no, they don't sound the same.
Okay,
they sound different.
Yeah.
I just don't know which one I like the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one had more bass and one was more of like a spread out sound. Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
Personally, I like that you can control all of the EQ modes, but you know, how does it really stack up compared to other speakers? We need to take a listen to this and see if it's truly that much better. And I do apologize because I actually sold the original Tribit Stormbox Blast, so I don't have it to compare to. That's my fault, but I brought out my other 3 speakers, the Sony and the JBL Boombox, to test it next to, which are comparable speakers.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I missed. I know.
So, what do I think? What's my conclusion after listening to all 3 of those speakers? Here's the thing about the Tribit is I really like the little X3D mode. I think that's kind of a fun way to experience audio. I also like the X bass mode. It just gives you a ton of bass. And I like how much EQ the control there is overall. The Tribit Stormbox Blast 2 sounds a little bit muddier than the other speakers on occasion. Certain songs it doesn't bother me, and other songs I'm kind of like, just the mids just don't, the trebles just don't quite have as crisp of a feel on the hi-hats as the other 2 speakers. The one real strength I would say this speaker has going for it is it's just, they made it so customizable. Like, I love that the app, you can customize everything about this speaker. I think that's kind of where it comes in and provides a little bit more value than the other speakers. You don't see JBL letting you go in that deep into their settings and changing all of that, whereas Tribit seems to be a little bit more of a user-friendly experience. If you really enjoy getting in there and messing around with things, I think the Tribit might be a fun speaker for you. But if you get it and you're dissatisfied with maybe a little bit more muddiness on the high end, you know, that could be a deal breaker for some of you. For me, it would, like I said, it was mixed on some songs versus not. So I'm a little conflicted. You got to hear it yourself though. So let me know what you think about the quality of the sound that you heard. As always, thanks for staying to the end of the video and watching this and sharing your time with me. Yay! You get a star, a Tribit star for staying to the end. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later. Bye.